Hey everybody, what's happening? I'm Tommy. You're on the Love Boat. Hope you're doing all right. It's another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. See another group of lurkers open up to a new direction in their lives. You know what? I wish that were the case. This is going to be a really short one, people. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain. Tell you a quick story, and then I'm sorry, I'm not going to be on here long. The good news is this: you can go and watch what my brother just did, because that was off the chain. I mean, the kind of stuff that, every once in a while, a video will be done, and when it's over, you just go, wow. There are people reaching out asking for help, which is a really cool thing. It really is, and you can steer them in the direction of where that help is, which is even better. Back in the day, I used to try to help every single person personally, which is a great way to go out of business fast and blow your head up. But it seems that we've gotten smarter through trial and error. Great to see everybody here. I'm not going to call you out one by one because the pain is here. When I was 16, maybe 17, I went to a doctor. His last name was Van Meter. And I went in and had pictures taken of my molars. And the molar, especially on this side, was coming in like this. So this is my tooth this way. This thing was coming sideways, right? And he said, you're going to have to get these things taken out. And I made an appointment for you. That appointment was going to interfere with a girl that I was hoping to date, who was only going to be in town for a little bit longer before she went to France for an entire summer. So I had about a week to spend with her, and I was going to have to get my wisdom teeth out. Of course, my parents would have paid for that. It would have been done when I was young. Now that tooth is basically fully in, and it came in so hard sideways that a few years back, it displaced the tooth next to it. That one had to be pulled after it had literally bent it up. And it hasn't hurt in a long time, but it continues to grow, and it is in my jaw, but it literally is this way. So this is what a tooth would look like. This one is sideways, and it is giving me a pain right now that I can't put into words. It's killing me. The good news is that I'm in a place where I can afford to have it fixed. I would not have been able to do that probably in the U.S. That would have been a problem, the amount of money that I would have had to spend on that. The thing is, I can take aspirin. You know what I mean? There's not one of the things that scares me about this is that when you get that kind of a tooth removed, what they do is they write you a prescription for pain medication, which you take for 4 days, 5 days. I can't take pain medication for 1 day. If I take it for 1 day, I'll take it for the next 600. And that's just the way it is. I cannot take those substances. So there are some things that I can do so that I can treat the pain in other ways. And I'm going to do that. But man, I am dying. I really am. I'm hoping, because normally what happens is I've already got about 4 aspirin in me. I'm probably going to take another 2 before I try to lay down and call it an evening. Dump a goody powder on the spot. You know something, Susie Q? Goody powder is pretty incredible. I used to use that quite a bit. The weird thing is that, normally I would take Ambisol or something like that, but it's literally growing out of the jaw. So it's not one of those situations where I can, where I can rub Ambisol around it or any of those things. What I need to do is just sort of wait it out. This happens, I would say it probably happens once every 6 or 7 months. It's like the thing decided to grow another, whatever, millimeter, half a millimeter, quarter of a millimeter, but it's protruding directly from the jaw. And not to sound like a tough guy or a caveman or whatever, but I have yanked teeth out myself, particularly when I was using. I had one that was just absolutely killing me, and I took a vice grip. And when I was going to lock the vice grip on so that I could pull it. And when the vice grip locked, it shattered the thing. And turns out that what was happening is I had a pain from an infection underneath it. And when it cracked, everything just sort of came out. It all sort of ran out at once. And instantly, does it bother me to talk? In a very big way, which is why I'm not going to do the entire show. However, we talk about things these days that are important. If you've never seen one of our morning shows, then go back and watch the ones that I do in the morning. We're talking about things that actually help people change their life. True story. I'm not tooting my own horn. Most of the really incredible stuff comes from my crew, the people in the chat. There's a lot of interaction. I saw someone today that said, "Hey, I've been through that a bunch. If you want to reach out to me," it's like that's magic. I'm sorry, that really is. That's magic. And wet a tea bag. That actually is exactly what I intend to do when I get off of the phone. My Uncle Robert was the Duke of this. He had a way to treat pain. Didn't matter what it was. He had a way to treat it without opioids, because I guess he figured out way before I did that this was something that could enslave him. And I'm sure that we share a genetic predisposition to this particular strain of addiction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the tea bag and put that on there, because it has priors for helping me in a big way. Brandon Calloway, good to see you, brother. I apologize that I haven't said hello to everybody. Prior to coming onto this, I know about how fast I talk. Normally, you probably, if you've watched me, this is as slow as you've ever heard me speak. Normally, it sounds like I'm on double speed. And that's from trying to get 2 hours worth of content into 1 hour of talking, right? So this is probably as slow as you've ever heard me talk. I know that I can do been 12 years for me. It's hell. I have a feeling that I can do about 7, maybe 8 minutes. After that, I've been not talking. Don't worry about saying hello. Yeah, you know what? I promise this is going to be short. However, the reason that I mentioned what we're doing in the morning and all of that is consistency is the most important thing that we do in life. I promise you. If you're not consistent in the things that you do, you will fail. We talk about creating a program that you follow, starting with the simplest of things like making your bed, doing journaling, but doing the same thing again and again and again, and it will deliver a result. And that result will be that you are going to program your brain to reward you for things that are positive. Because most of us, over time, we have hijacked the reward center of our brain, and it will reward you with dopamine and other chemicals for spending 4.5 hours on your phone looking at videos, right? And they've gotten so good that they know when to send down certain videos that guaranteed are going to give you a dopamine hit. And the job of the algorithm is to keep you watching for as long as possible. TikTok's the worst. So if you look and there's 45 seconds and you go, screw this, and you go to a different platform, the next time you're there, they'll make sure you get the dopamine hit in 40 seconds. And then it will continue to push that. It is the most advanced AI on the planet, but all of the algorithm's job is not to find you what you want. If you think that that's what it is, or to put things in front of you that are going to be good, it's to keep you there. And unfortunately, that is hijacking the reward center of your brain. The reward center of your brain is supposed to make sure that you do things that are good for you, things that are good for your family, and things that are good for your community. That doesn't happen anymore. So me not doing a live right now is a lack of consistency with a group of people that I really want to show consistency with. If heat feels better, try a salt sock. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to look that up when I hang out. The salt water thing is big. I promise I will be doing that as well. But the second I'm done, there's going to be a tea bag that goes right there. I appreciate all of you for being here. Do me a favor. If you can catch us tomorrow morning, get in there, because the stuff that we're doing is, well, I'm proud of it. Not something I say a lot, honestly, but I am really proud of the stuff that we're doing in the morning. If you're someone that's never journaled, get there tomorrow. I promise. Journaling will change your life. I've never met anybody that went through 30 days of dedicated journaling, doing it every single day, and then say, in the US, get great CVS store numbing cream, DG Health. Yeah, there's no CVS here. I'm in Ecuador, so we're not going to run into too many CVSs. I do have a lot of pharmacies I could go to, and I probably could have got some stuff. What I did instead is I took some aspirin, and I'm going to put a tea bag on this. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning. I appreciate every one of you. I really do. If you want a little bit more positive contact, go watch the show that Johnny Scoville just did, because I'm telling you, you talk about a show that you can be proud of. Holy hell. Absolutely amazing. My grandchildren are 24/7 on the phone. It's hard to break them from it. I've been trying to get my 21-year-old grandson who suffers from alcoholism to watch your group. Boy, oh boy, I would love that. I really would. I would love that. And tomorrow I'm actually going to be talking about some stuff that's really relevant to that particular subject. But I watched a study where they were showing two people and both were in withdrawal. One was in withdrawal from heroin, and they were watching what this person did in the first 4 hours without heroin in their life, right? So and it was after a night's sleep. So really you're looking at about hour 12, 13, 14, and 15, right? And it's the affectations just walking around in circles, and you can see that they're just starting to go through it. And in the video next to it, you're watching someone going through withdrawal, and it's a kid who they take the phone away from. And I'm telling you, if they switch the labels in the bottom, you wouldn't know which one was which. And it should make sense. It really should. If your brain starts to do the same thing, right? There's no difference between what's happening with heroin and what's happening with the phone, except that your heroin dealer doesn't have the most advanced AI on the planet. It just has the most physically addicting substance that you're ever going to come across. Between now, folks, and tomorrow morning, I want you to do me a really big favor. Put a little love in your heart. And I'm telling you, if you want a little bit more feel good, holy hell, go see Chase the Heat South America and look at the last show that was just done. If I had done the show that my brother had just done, I'd be spiking a football. Promise you that. I'd be taking a victory lap. It's pretty incredible stuff. And people are reaching out and asking for help. That's a paycheck. All right, folks, I will see you tomorrow morning. That will be at 7:35 a.m. That is California time, Pacific time. Between now and then, put a little love in your heart. God bless you all. We'll see you in the morning. And if you're one of those people that throws some ones up, I'll take them, man. I'm feeling it. I really am. I'll take all the ones I can get. 33333. Appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.